What's up? My name is Ahrue Luster. I've been playing in metal bands my entire life, from garages and basements to the biggest stages in the world. I've sold 2 million records. I've worked with 8 different platinum and multi-platinum producers. I've collaborated on songs that have charted on Billboard and on rock radio and are still streaming heavily on all the major platforms. In 2008, I built my own studio and worked with tons of local bands as well as a handful of national and international bands. Being a part of both worlds, I can tell you exactly why some bands are going to stay in those garages and basements and some are going to go off to play on the biggest stages in the world. It's a mindset, and I like to call it little band energy and big band energy. Little band energy is worrying about your individual parts more than the song, worried about how you're going to be perceived as a musician if you're not playing something complicated and hard to play. This is like complicated kick drum patterns that don't even fit the song, or guitar parts that don't leave any room for the vocal melody. Local bands are handing off songs like this to their singers, and it's boxing them in to where they can't maneuver, they can't write a hook, and it's completely handicapping the creative environment for the most important part of the song. And if you don't think the vocals are the most important part of the song, well, that's little band energy. Big band energy is what's best for the song, and working together as a team and recognizing that the vocal is the most important part because that's how the listener sees it. Little band energy is we're going to record ourselves because we know our band better than anybody else, and our guitar player's been watching YouTube videos and he's gotten pretty good at recording. Oh, but we're going to hire a pro mixer so that our song competes with all the big bands. Big band energy is hiring a great producer that's going to help them with their songwriting, with their lyric writing, with their arrangements, and then capturing the absolute best performances and compiling everything, making sure everything works, adding samples and cinematic layers, then sending it off to get mixed. And when the mixer gets files like this that are all organized, it makes his job that much easier to deliver an amazing mix. Think about it this way. An active band may put out 10 songs a year. An active producer may put out 100 songs a year. That's 10 times the output and 10 times the experience year over year. That's why top bands trust their producers. I was fortunate enough to be a part of that process many times over, and I tried to learn as much as I could each time, and I apply that to the bands that I work with. My biggest takeaway is that music is about connection. Why do people listen to music? Because there's something in it that they can relate to, something that they feel deeply, something that helps them through the hardest times, the way it did for me when I was a teenager. I can't tell you how important it is to me when I get a DM on Instagram or Facebook from somebody that says a song that I was part of is the reason they're still alive. That's why I still love producing. That's why I love sharing my experience, my knowledge, contributing. It's spiritual for me. I only work with a small amount of bands at a time so that I could give every project my full attention. If you want me to check out your music to see if we're a good fit, then fill out the form below. I look forward to the call.